everyone, welcome to the Gamers Den. I'm your host David Fenter, and we've got our usual panel with us. Guys, if we look at game burnout, I mean, look, I've actually personally gone through that myself, where I've played so much games that it's actually got to a point where it's just too much, and you want to like just sit down and do no gaming. You just want to watch movies and stuff. I mean, have you guys experienced it, Jared?
Yeah, I go through spells like that every year, I think, where for a month or two I'm just, apart from review games, but I won't play anything of my own stuff just because I'm not in the mood. And you've got to have sort of a balance, I guess, where you're doing something else. I mean, I do love my football, obviously. I like reading. There's some TV series I watch, so I'll go through spells where I just won't play anything, or I'll play a bit of FIFA because it's mindless and it's nothing else.
Yeah,
to
you
it.
want something that doesn't take much.
Yeah,
brain.
exactly.
quick,
That if I
10,
play one
15
match
minutes,
and I can just go do something else afterwards, then it's fine. But I won't get into anything serious.
But
for a
how
while.
have you found it? Because I know you've been doing your 52 game project thing where you want to play 52 games.
That must be pretty tough.
That must have its toll on it.
It started off really well, obviously. I did go through a little spell when there were some review games that weren't games I could finish, particularly cricket and the World Cup soccer. I got those both at the same time. And those you can't finish, but you still have to play quite a lot of them to do the review. So it meant that I didn't have time to finish games.
And that can't count as your...
Right, so you can't count that as 52 games. I then had my knee surgery.
Yeah.
And after the surgery, I didn't play games for maybe like 2 weeks or so. Properly play because I was just so uncomfortable. So that threw me out a little bit with my project. I am a little bit behind, but I'll catch up. At the moment, things are, with review games coming through, it gives me something to finish, so I'm sort of forced to. And I find that if I keep to a schedule, the burnout doesn't actually happen as much, because I think, well, I know I'm going to play this, and that's cool. You keep to a list of things you want to do.
There's an end in sight.
Garthen, on your side, I mean, have you ever experienced the burnout?
Yeah, on many occasions. I was telling you guys earlier that specifically with franchises, I loved Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy, whichever you choose.
If you're American or UK based.
Yes, and loved Heavy Rain.
If you're American,
Hello.
Do you have some root beer for us?
And yeah, Heavy Rain I absolutely loved, and when Beyond came out, I got it, and I still haven't played it. It's just, okay, that's great. And the same happened with the Arkham series. Loved City, loved Asylum. Origins came out, and people will argue it's not as good a game, but I feel the same about Arkham Knight. I'm looking forward to it, but I'll maybe play it a couple of months down the line. It's burnout. You're playing too much games, but it's also sort of just getting tired of something really quickly.
It's when they just keep releasing the same thing over and over. And well, look, I mean, if I look at myself, I've definitely had a lot of burnout. And surprisingly, because you're talking about the annual releases now, and I look at Assassin's Creed, which is a prime example. And surprisingly, I'm not getting tired of it. I can't get enough of it. I don't know why. I just love it so much.
I'm the opposite, eh? No, like, you go.
No, I was just going to say, it depends how good a game is. I mean, if you look at Assassin's Creed 3, I had to do a review on that, and I really didn't enjoy it at all.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, that was like kind of a low point.
No, but also, that's why I said it might not be series-based, it's actually just the game itself. I think, as I said earlier, the Heavy Rain thing, that was really seen as a top-class game. And Beyond, it might not have been as overhyped as what it should have, and maybe that's what put me off. Maybe it wasn't Burnout at all. Although Burnout was a great racing game. It was fantastic.
It was amazing. It was a paradise. David and yourself, have you ever had the experience of Burnout?
Well, it's funny you guys bring up Assassin's Creed.
We're talking about Burnout 3.
Burnout! Oh no, I love the Burnout series.
Okay,
I
awesome.
love the Burnout series. We obviously saw recently we got to see some nice HD Assassin's Creed footage behind the scenes, Unity, and it looks amazing. I mean, it looks phenomenal. Usually, I would be losing my mind. You know how I get when things are shiny and pretty. I get very excited for it.
You're like a crow.
Exactly. Yeah. So and I get very hyped up. And I was looking at this and like, geez, this game looks amazing. Crowds of like 5,000 NPCs running around, and it's all badass. And I was just like, I've played that game, in previous versions so many times. I've done that. I've done literally what the guy was doing in the demo. I'm so over that concept now. Like it looks great, and like it's the story's cool, but like it's just like I'm just burnt out on the series completely.
And even the graphics couldn't sway you.
It was close. I was like, maybe I'm being an idiot. Maybe it is a good game. Look how pretty it is.
I completely agree with you. I played the first 2 Assassin's Creed, and I felt like that since then.
Yeah.
Brotherhood is apparently amazing.
Yeah.
And I've had it for, when did it come out? Maybe 3 years. And
Yeah.
I've still not played it just because I look and think, it looks amazing, but I'm going to be doing more of the same
More
sort
the
of stuff, which, I'm not. I'm the same. I saw this new one, and I think, gee, it looks so cool. I even said to you guys, the music and the cinematics, it looks amazing, but I'll probably not play it.
That's the thing. And then Black Flags was a nice break because of the sailing. That was different. You get a ship, you can build up your ship, and you go increase the different islands. And then the series took a step back, and back to what the previous ones were. And I was like, yeah, okay, now I'm done. I thought from Black Flag, let's evolve again.
Just to throw sort of a spanner, how excited are you for Uncharted 4 though?
I'm so excited.
Exactly, it's a great thing. So I think it
But
does depend on the game.
I think it also comes down possibly, I know we've discussed it before, to the whole annual thing, where Uncharted isn't an annual.
But even so, I mean, Beyond and Heavy Rain are
okay.
completely different games.
I see.
So even
similar concept, different games altogether.
But if I look at myself again, I was actually playing Halo online last night with Taryn, who is at IGN, and we were having discussions saying that it's all good and well. We both in a relationship where our other half's also a gamer, and we really look for co-op games if we can. Generally, we got so many games to choose from that we get to a point like, I actually don't want to play. Okay, well, screw that. Let's just watch a movie. It's so much easier, and you don't have to use your brain to think about puzzles.
I can relate.
And I think often burnout happens in terms of we all work, we got our day jobs and stuff, and you get home and you're so tired that a game actually takes effort.
It does.
That if you're in the mood, maybe on a Saturday morning you're fresh and ready, and yes, and I'm going to play the living crap out of a game for 48 hours, But generally speaking, come in the afternoon, and I just want to sit and do nothing. Jared, as you say, you maybe play a football game or cricket because you're just pushing some buttons, and if it's a miss,
it's mindless. You can do it on autopilot.
Yeah, it's mindless.
It's the weirdest thing that you actually bring that up. I've been sitting with my better half, and she'll be saying, I don't want to sit and play games, but as soon as I'm sitting with someone, I want to go sit and play a game. I'm like, what do you mean? Like co-op? No, I just want to play a game by myself, but you must sit and watch me. I'm like, what? How does that work? No, why do I? And it's a personal thing. It's like you can get home and I'd rather read a book or play guitar or do whatever, but as soon as you have an element that means something to you, then I need to game right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, funny you say that. Back in the day, and I mean, I come from a little place called Camperdown, so don't be scared. And I bought Resident Evil 1 at the time, and I didn't even have a memory card, so we had to play the game and not die. And we had a group of about 6 people in the room, and we were all together working out the puzzles and stuff. So doing that's a whole different way of gaming. It's awesome. Having one player playing and others
group gaming. Yeah.
Go there. I saw a herb there. Go pick that up.
Pick that ammo.
And all what's happened over the years with all that, it's now come to burnout.
Yeah. This is true.
Too much gaming. But I mean, look, if you look at the releases, if you look at October, November, there's so many releases, and you're trying to buy all these games, and you are going to have burnout at some point. That's probably why we have times like July right now, where it's a dry period. It's times for you to watch movies and watch sports and chill out for a bit, and not be a gamer for a little while.
It's funny.
You say that.
It's funny though, because it's as you say that when the busy period comes, it's not. I should pick up that game and play it, and pick up that.
Yeah.
I'm buying 5 titles day one.
Yeah.
You're not
same week.
You're not gonna be playing them until like 2 months time. But I got it day one. It's like, who cares? You're not going to play it until January.
That's a very good point, because I look at PlayStation Plus. I'm like, I'll have to download it on the day it's there. Then in about 3 months I get to it, maybe, if I'm lucky. I've got it, it's in my system, it's my retirement package.
It's the hype train. Everyone gets aboard the hype train.
Yeah.
It's day one.
Well, there we go, guys. Look, we all experience burnout. We're sure you do. Let us know, if you guys do too, and how you actually deal with it. Anyway, we'll see you in the next episode, and thanks for joining us once again. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.